Seth Rollins faked us all out. He cashed in his Money in the Bank and become the World Heavyweight Champion. What's up, Jerry? Here, the setup review of WWE Summerslam 2025 Night 1. They kicked off the show with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So, honestly, in my opinion, Jey Uso pretty much carried this match for at least the Roman Reigns Jey Uso tag team part. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker did pretty good. Best part of Roman Reigns was he did a dive outside of the ring and damn near killed himself. He did over jump everybody, but they were able to help him flip and land on his back, because otherwise he was going to land face first and miss Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and go right over them and land right into the ramp. But they were able to help him flip, and he landed on his back, which still took it like a champ and landed and hit hard. But I mean, if he didn't flip, that would have been really bad, because he would have went face first right into the stage, just like how Cody Rhodes did in 2021 at Full Gear in AEW. And actually busted open his head. But good thing Roman Reigns is safe. But now the other person that hopefully is feeling good is Braun Breaker, because Roman Reigns was on the announce desk, and these new announce desks, they were like perimeter of them, like the edges are like this super hard plastic, and he did his like diving clothesline thing, which he just needs to stop doing, because he absolutely hit his knee first right into the hard part and messed up his knee, because he was limping the rest of the match and everything. But he ended up honestly pushing through the match pretty well. But there's videos of him getting backstage limping like crazy, and at the end of the show you can tell he's hurt, so we'll get to that. Obviously everybody knows Seth Rollins cashed in, but then the show he had like tape and everything around his knee and limping, so hopefully Braun Breaker's not injured too long, but he's definitely hurt. But then Jey Uso was about to get speared by Braun Breaker, and Roman Reigns took the bullet from him. He moved him out of the way, got speared by him. Then Jey Uso took him out, took out Bronson Reed with a spear and hit the Samoan splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns pick up the victory. Paul Heyman gets the hell out of there while leaving Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And he's got the Shualala, I think they were calling it, like the Roman Reigns' thing, because they had his Jordans tied around his neck. Paul Heyman did it. It was pretty funny. But he got out of there with the briefcase and everything. But overall, pretty good match to start the show. Then we had Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defend their tag titles against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This match was okay. I still find this so interesting, this tag team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I mean, I've never thought they would be a tag team, but it's kind of working. The crowd likes them, but overall they put on a decent match. At one point in the match, Alexa Bliss accidentally punched Charlotte Flair in the face, because Raquel or Roxanne Perez, I can't remember who it was, moved out of the way, she ate a punch. Charlotte Flair like kind of left because she had to get out, like she like rolled out of the ring, she got punched. Raquel Rodriguez almost won. Alexa Bliss kicked out, though. They hit their like finishing move on her, and then Alexa Bliss ended up coming back and everything. Went for the Sister Abigail when Charlotte Flair was getting in the ring. She was like mean mugging her, but she actually wasn't. She took out Raquel, while Alexa Bliss hit the Sister Abigail on Roxanne Perez. 1, 2, 3. We have new women's tag team champions, which I predicted this, and also I'm happy with this, because I feel like Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez like held the tag titles hostage forever, because it was just like they like never defended them, and then Liv got injured, and then they instantly gave it to Roxanne Perez. I just felt like that whole situation was weird, so it's nice to see new women's tag team champions. Then we had, by far, the worst decision of the night, and probably the last match of Karrion Kross in WWE, because his contract's coming up at the end, and I did say if Karrion Kross loses this match, he's probably not going to resign with WWE, he's going to leave, and he did. He lost. This Sami Zayn story and just character for the past 2 years of the underdog coming back, he can overcome anything, is the most boring, predictable stuff ever. It is horrendous. Terrible. You might be a Sami Zayn fan. It's all you, man. If you like it, cool. In my opinion, Sami Zayn is the definition of mid. Mediocre, mid. He's so boring to watch. Oh my god. And Karrion Kross isn't that great, but I'm like, give me something different. Or for Sami Zayn at least change it up, man. It's the same freaking thing. Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to overcome and hit you with the Helluva Kick. You're going to kick my ass the most of the match, and then I'm going to hit you with the Helluva Kick 1, 2, 3. I win. Because that's exactly what happened. Karrion Kross went to use the metal pipe, and then Sami Zayn stopped him. Scarlett tried giving Sami Zayn the metal pipe to use it, and he said, hell no, throws it away, and then hits Karrion Kross with a Helluva Kick 1, 2, 3, and he wins. Boring, But Sami Zayn wins, and we'll probably never see Karrion Kross again in WWE because his contract comes up in I think in a couple months. Then Tiffany Stratton defended her Women's World Championship against Jade Cargill. This match was so weird. It was literally 7-minute match. It was so quick, so random. They had, both got a little bit of offense in, and then Tiffany Stratton out of nowhere picked up the victory, hitting her prettiest moonsault. I'm like, oh my god! I thought Jade was gonna kick out. I predicted Jade was gonna win. I'm like, so in my opinion, this just means WWE doesn't think Jade's good enough yet, and they think Tiffany Stratton should hold on to the title for longer. But yeah, this match was mid as hell, but I was not expecting Tiffany Stratton to retain, and plus to retain in under 10 minutes. What a quick match, and it just felt really weird. Then we had one hell of a banger of a match. I was not expecting this. Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre came out, and then Jelly Roll came out to Toby Keith, the GOAT. It was absolutely awesome to see Jelly Roll come out to Toby Keith music. He comes out looking great also. He weighed in at 299 pounds for this. Absolutely awesome to see this journey of Jelly Rolls. He's had an interview saying how in 2027 he wants to do a no-shirt cover for like a magazine. He's going to have surgery and everything, but it's awesome to see this journey for Jelly Roll. Congratulations, Jelly Roll, for losing all the weight. Absolutely awesome. Big Jelly Roll fan for his music and everything, but this match, so much respect for Jelly Roll. He put on a banger of a match. He also introduced Randy Orton starting to sing some of his music. It was awesome. But Jelly Roll started the match, and pretty much it was in 90, I would say 85 to 90% of the match. Randy Orton had a quick hot tag and then did some stuff, and that's about it. Then Jelly Roll did everything. He took on Logan Paul. He took on Drew McIntyre. And he was just going at it and at it. When finally they overcome Jelly Roll, and they put him on the announce desk, and Logan Paul took 2 prime bottles, chugged them and splashed them together like Stone Cold with the beer, and jumped and took out Jelly Roll through the announce desk. And security picked up Jelly Roll, and they were carrying him around to the stage. And then finally Jelly Roll, after a couple minutes of Randy Orton getting his ass beat by Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, gets back in the ring, comes back, and acts like he's about to win this for them. When he falls up short, he gets claymored by Drew McIntyre. Logan Paul throws Randy Orton into the turnbuckles post, and then hits his crazy 4-arc splash on Jelly Roll and pins him 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre pick up the victory. The crowd was so into this match. I originally was hating on this match when this was announced that Jelly Roll was going to fight Logan Paul, but I take it all back. Jelly Roll, I have so much respect for you. One, just for in general, I'm a huge Jelly Roll fan, but so much respect for how well he put over this match. He put on one hell of a match for a celebrity. You can tell he put in the work for the past couple months of trying to that's all he's been doing recently. He's doing WWE stuff, training for this, and you could tell he put on a great match. Sold everything great. Took some crazy bumps, especially the announce desk spot. Absolutely insane respect to Jelly Roll. And supposedly this isn't the end. I've seen reports that Jelly Roll might have a singles match with Logan Paul or something. I just love it. Huge fan of Jelly Roll, and I can't believe how well he did in this match. Absolutely awesome. The crowd was so hyped for this match. It was insane. Awesome match. Then it was time for the main event, an absolute banger of a match as well. CM Punk and Gunther tore the house down over a 30-minute match. Absolutely insane. Gunther had a lot of offense in this match, kicking CM Punk's ass, just tearing into him. But CM Punk started fighting back at the end. They fought outside of the ring and everything towards the end, because Gunther was posing next to his World Heavyweight Championship and everything, saying he's the best in the world. This is for the best in the world, the ring general. And then CM Punk was on took out Gunther's legs because Gunther was on top of the announce desk. Gunther hit face first on the announce desk, and when he came back up, he was a bloody mess. His whole face was a crimson mask. He gets in the ring. He couldn't see very well. He busted his nose open, and then CM Punk hits him with the GTS, and Gunther is still standing tall, kind of like the Triple H famous sell of leaning backwards, and he grabs him again and hits him with another GTS, a bloody face. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk is our new World Heavyweight Champion. They hand him the title. He's on his knees. He's crying. He's so happy. He hasn't won a WWE World Heavyweight Championship in over 14 years since he's held a title in WWE. Absolutely insane for CM Punk. He's all excited. He stands up. He holds up the World Heavyweight Championship. What a way to end the show. And Seth Rollins' music hits. And he comes out on the crutches. And him and Paul Heyman are standing there. And he's yelling, "You better watch yourself, CM Punk. I'm coming for you." And he goes, "I'm going to cash in for you." He's just yelling this with no mic. He turns around to walk out of the stage. And I'm like, oh, man. I'm waiting for it. I'm just waiting for him to drop the crutches. I'm like, oh man, I guess he's not. He's actually hurt. And then he drops the crutches when he's facing the stage. His back's facing CM Punk. He takes off the knee brace and he takes off his shirt and everything. He's carrying the Money in the Bank and he storms down the ramp, slides in the ring, and absolutely beats the holy hell out of CM Punk with the briefcase. Hits him like 10 times, a couple times in the head. Hits him on the back and body and everything, and then hands the ref the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he cashes in. He's cashing in. Seth Rollins hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is our new World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk had the title for a whopping 5 minutes. Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed all stood tall, holding up each other's arms while Seth Rollins held up the new World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins is our new World Heavyweight Champion. Cry me a river, CM Punk. Absolutely beautiful to see CM Punk get screwed like this. Amazing long-term storytelling. And CM Punk was worked. We were all worked by Seth Rollins. The fake injury, absolutely insane. What a way to end night 1 of SummerSlam. I overall thought until the Jelly Roll and Randy Orton, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre match, the show was pretty mid. Then that tag match was a banger. And then the main event was amazing. Instant classic main event for WWE. Because Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill was boring. The Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross ending was just horrendous. And the women's tag titles match wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And the opening match wasn't bad. It's just, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Jey Uso as a wrestler. Same thing with Roman Reigns. So them together just did nothing really for me. I know a lot of people like them, but it just didn't do much for me. But the tag match, I got to give it to Jelly Roll. I mean, like, he tore the house down. And I think the crowd was so hyped for that match. It just felt special. And then the main event, the main event was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to give this SummerSlam Night 1 out of 10, a good 7 out of 10. Absolutely awesome show. Actually, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, even though the main event and the semi-main event made up for like pretty much everything else. But absolutely awesome Night 1. I'm so excited for Night 2. Night 2 is looking even better. We got John Cena, Cody Rhodes, babyface John Cena. We got the TLC, the biggest TLC tag match in history. Six tag teams. The steel cage match with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Absolutely insane. Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. The triple threat of Naomi, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Absolutely awesome. And then, of course, Becky Lynch, Lila Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship. Man, a perfect card until then. But whatever. I'm so excited. Set a review of SummerSlam Night 2 will be coming out tomorrow. This is Jared W. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We have a new World Heavyweight Champion. 2 new World Heavyweight Champions, technically.